The third event on the program is a 68 handicap for fillies and mares. 1,200 meters is the distance. It's at 10 past 4. It's the third leg of the the third leg of the bipot, the second leg of the place accumulator, and the first leg of the big one, the pick six. So the third leg of the bipot, second leg of the place accumulator, and the very first leg of the pick six. That's where it starts, the big one, race 3 at 10 past 2. A tricky race. You'll see in the shortlist section a little later on, suggested pick six banker. Well, when I went through this card, I looked, and to be quite frank with you, I couldn't find a pick six banker. But I thought, well, let me suggest a possible pick six banker. And I've gone with number 5, Mubira, in this race, the very first leg. So in one of my perms, I'm going to be bankering Mubira. In another perm, I'm going to include probably just about the whole field. That's how difficult this race is. Let's talk about Mubira. She's a filly by VAR for Paul and Beth Gadsby. She's owned by Morgan Govender and Richard Faree rides. She was trained by Sean Terry on the Highveld, where she made a good debut, finishing 5th to Aberdare. She then moved to KwaZulu-Natal, moved to the Paul Gadsby stable, and made an eye-catching winning performance, a winning debut for the team, coming from off the pace to go past them all like they were standing still, to beat Let's Not Linger by 1.5 lengths. She was the fastest finishing on that occasion. She won oh so easily, and she could be better than a 72 rated, and she certainly can go back to back. I'm going to be watching her with great interest. She is my firm first choice, but in saying that, as I said at the top of the preview, it's a very, very difficult race. 2, Vizho's Magic is starting to drop in the ratings and could be competitive. I suggest that you include her. You watch out for her, Vizho's Magic. Muzieni rides from a good draw, and this Willow Magic filly certainly could make her presence felt here. The other one that I suggest that we keep a close eye on is number 11, Purple Nkanyezi. Blinkers go on, dropped from an 88 to a 68. That's 20 points it's dropped. Really tried hard last time, finishing a close-up second to Irish Bell. I think she's going to give you another huge run. 9, Rachel, got 5 points for her last win. She's got to have a chance. And over the page here, number 4, She's a Dream. Although she hasn't won for 523 days, she's dropped from a 90 to a 64 in the merit ratings. Her form lines are good. She's got some ability and certainly could make her presence felt in a field like this. But after all is said and done, my advice to you is respect number 2, Vizho's Magic. Respect number 11, Purple Nkanyezi. That's the very short list. My firm first choice is number 5, Mubira. I've taken a bit of a stance, but as I mentioned at the top of this preview, in the one perm I'm bankering Mubira with not much confidence. Although she is my first choice, I do like her, but it's not as easy as that. It's a 68 handicap, it's tough. And in my other perm, I'm loading up.